Welcome to Watching Weird, where four authors sit down to talk about one movie and somehow end up with 12 side quests, 3 arguments, 1 conspiracy theory, and a rabbit hole nobody remembers opening. Meet the crew. Alan Gamboa, author of Hunt the Night, Zombie Island, and Salvation, a book in the Five Roads to Texas series. Rich Restucci, author of the Zombie Theories and Run series. Scott Baker, author of the Nurse Alyssa vs. the Zombies series and the Tatiana Paranormal series. Hadley Thorne, author of The White Raven Awakens, Running and Gunning, and Dawnbreaker, The House of Blood and Sun from the Tapestry of Worlds series. Every week we take on cult classics, horror, sci-fi, fantasy, and the occasional cinematic train wreck that really should come with a warning label. Expect strong opinions, broken movie logic, professional-grade overthinking, questionable tangents, and roughly a 0% chance we stay on topic. Grab a drink, lower your expectations, and join the chaos. This is Watching Weird, brought to you by Weird Realities.
Hey, everybody, I'm back.
Yay.
So,
Alan says he's having trouble connecting.
So Hadley, Bab, does that mean beautiful and badass?
I think it means badass bitch.
I got half of it right, badass.
Yeah.
And there's Fred, everyone.
Hey, Fred.
I've been working so hard today. I also have been sending y'all some stuff in the chat between us. So
Yes.
if you get a chance, look at it.
Hey, Tony.
Weird Realities has got some cool stuff coming up. Tony, thank you so much for joining our Patreon account. We really do appreciate it.
Fred,
I'm trying to get
Tony's
everybody migrated into one place.
inside. You go lay down.
Tony, I hope you're well.
How's everybody doing?
Okay, I'm working too much.
Yeah, I
But you're
understand.
feeling better? Hadley,
I'm-
how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
I'm ready to dissect these movies tonight,
Yeah.
like the giant bug that it is.
We're waiting a few minutes, I assume, for Alan and others to
Yeah,
join.
let's just chit chat. So, Scott, I know that you have got a new job. We were talking about it before the show. Congratulations.
Thank you. I am working for Job Corps in New Hampshire, and this is like the ideal job. I teach 1 week of courses: resume, writing a good resume, writing a good cover letter, budgeting, finance, just getting these trainees. I don't like to call them students because this isn't a school, it's a training program. Getting them ready for when they're done with their 8-week career training, they know how to spend the money. They know how to write the resume. 1 week, I do it every week for different students.
Scott Baker, training tomorrow's leaders today.
My God, isn't that friggin' scary? Hey, Lambda.
Hey,
Hey,
Landa.
Landa. So, Mr. Restucci, what have you been doing, sir?
Nothing but work. I haven't had a day off since, I think I had a day off at the beginning of June, and that was it. And I took the 4th of July off for a little while, but not too long. I was working there for a minute. But yeah, it's been a lot. But getting a lot done, making a ton of money. So
Yeah. So maybe you
I'd
can
also like to shout
retire.
out Tony K. also joined our Patreon this week.
Hey, Tony.
Landa's a longtime supporter. Yay.
Yeah, I'm going to try to post stuff on Patreon soon, but
It is so much easier than Facebook, and it's private, and you can say what you want to.
Oh, that's nice.
Clothes is not optional. You must wear clothes, but you can talk about what you want to.
Well, that's good. I
So
haven't even been there yet.
so I could come in a bikini and high heels. Nobody's going to be upset with that.
Wear your
So, like
fishnets
a
in honor of
Tuesday.
Tim Curry. Go for it.
Oh my God, him and Dolly Parton a day apart. Isn't
I
that
cried for 5 minutes when Dolly died. I found out she died. She's
I
You
know.
guys hear about
such.
Christopher Lloyd? Absolutely fine. Christopher Lloyd.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well, somebody else passed away, and I can't find her name. Apparently, she was 90, but she was in like the original Batman series. She did a whole string of horror movies.
Oh,
She was in let me look it up. She was in Giant Spider Invasion.
oh.
Tony, I am streaming to I am streaming to Patreon, I think. So if you can watch from there, let me know, because I thought I had it set up right, but I can't. I only have the one screen, so I've got to watch on it. So sorry.
Okay.
I've got headphones on, so if I seem confused, it's because I am.
Oh,
I feel
Leslie.
like I got fingers in my ear.
Leslie Parrish.
Not familiar with the name.
She was in The Manchurian Candidate. She was in the original Star Trek. She was in one episode of Star Trek. Giants. She was in she did a lot of stuff. She was in McCloud a couple of times. She did some guest shots on Adam 12, Marcus, but Hogan's Heroes.
Hogan's Heroes. Yeah.
That's a classic. Don't be mean. I loved Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah, me too. It was one of my favorite TV shows. I used to watch it with my dad.
I know nothing. And then when I saw them in Judgment at Nuremberg, it was like, wow, completely different.
Yeah. I don't know if Alan's going to make it. What's going
I'm
on?
texting him. I'm trying to get another option for him.
Space satellites.
We'll do it tomorrow when I get home.
Let's see if this.
Sorry, we have a mini crisis in the house. My nephew's AC has been leaking, and nobody noticed it because his bed was right near the AC. And last night when he was looking, the whole area was one gigantic mold factory.
Oh,
he
no.
had to throw out 5 bags of plushies, garbage bags of plushies and clothes. Everything else I had to wash. Him and my sister were scrubbing down the room for an hour last night.
Well, that's very unpleasant.
It is. Hi, Alan.
I'm gonna shout out to Alan Lassiter because he is our top tier pay Patreon person. So thank you, Alan Lassiter. And also, Tony, I thank you for letting me know about that. I am going to try and figure it out. I think that we can actually do some behind the scenes fun shows for y'all on Patreon. And Rich, I know we haven't had a chance to catch up, but it's easier if you download the app. It's easier than Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. It's just a time thing for me.
Same here.
Yeah.
It's easier than Facebook. Easier.
I haven't been on Facebook really either. Excuse me.
Unfortunately, I have to be on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Well, see, your Patreon can do all of that.
Well, and I am going to do quick reviews of the last 2 weeks, hopefully this weekend.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started.
All right.
I would not like to take the first movie, which was Starship Troopers, because I don't know if it was too smart for me or too dumb for me, but it did not hit either way. I was not a fan of Starship Troopers.
I can take it. Want me to take it?
All right.
Take it.
Yeah. So I had read the books on these, and it's very different from the movie. I couldn't wait for this movie to come out. I went and I saw this in the theater with another nerd friend of mine. Excuse me. And I didn't like it at the time. I didn't enjoy I just kind of thought it was sappy and dumb. And this was one of those movies that I watched again later on, and I actually did enjoy it. And then I kind of started to really like it. So I've seen this movie maybe 5 or 6 times. It's completely asinine. The plot of it's dumb. The acting is terrible, but I think they did it on purpose. I think they acted poorly on purpose just to make fun of themselves. Because if you look at the situations they're in and what they do, it's crazy. Plus, I love Michael Ironside. I think Michael Ironside is great, and he's in it. Hey, buddy. So if you haven't seen Starship Troopers by now, I mean, it's been out for a very long. I'm guessing 30 years or something like that. 25.
Almost 30, 97.
It's basically these giant insects from across the galaxy hurl meteors at us. So we're like, hey, don't do that. And we go out and try to kick their ass. But there's a lot more of them than there are of us. And there's different types. And they end up finding this brain bug. And that's pretty much the whole story. But you got Clancy Brown, Michael Ironside. You got main character who's the main character? I can't remember his name. But
Casper Van Dien.
You got Denise Richards and Dina Meyer.
Yeah.
You got a pretty stacked cast on this.
And Jake Busey.
What's that?
Jake Busey.
Yeah.
Busey.
Jake Busey.
What? Who? What'd you say? You're petting some what?
No, I'm petting.
Yeah. It's once you've seen it once, and you're like, oh my God, that kind of wasn't good. And you go back and you see it again. You're like, wait a minute, that didn't suck as bad as I thought it did. And then I watched it again and again and again, and now I truly enjoy this film. Giant arachnid style insects with these big mouth parts and spiky bits, killing people, like tearing them apart. Great gore, actually. And then you got these other ones that are basically they're giant. They're called tankers. They're these giant flamethrower things. And then you got these other bugs that can fly. And you got the brain bug. And you got this one that can it shoots this plasma up into the sky. And it actually shoots down the Earth spaceships. But the acting, it's kind of hard to get past sometimes until you realize that they might just be doing this on purpose, acting, over the top acting for acting's sake, just to say, hey, look what I can do. And this is never going to be a film that wins any Academy Awards, no. But the special effects are actually kind of cool. They're actually pretty good when they're tearing into people and the bugs themselves. It's hard not to like. Initially, like I said, I started the movies, didn't like it, and then over time, over the decades, I kind of fallen in love with this flick. It's not bad, and I would recommend it, but you got to give it more than one shot because you're going to watch it and you're going to say, what the hell is he talking about? This sucks. And then watch it again, and you'll pick up on some more dumb shit, and it's actually good. Yeah. What did you guys think? Did you like it, yay or nay?
I liked it. I saw it in the theater with a geek friend of mine. We liked it. And I've watched it a few times. I watched it last night for the first time in years, and I really appreciated it more. It is a war movie, except rather than fighting Soviets or rather than fighting Nazis, we're fighting insects. The acting wasn't great, but that's to me what gave it that war flick. Clancy being that butthead drill sergeant, yet when he has to discipline Casper, he's got that sympathy about him. And then at the end where he's the grand hero, these kids are thrown in, reminded me like of World War II. They grab these kids that have never been there, throw them on North Africa, and they get their asses kicked by Rommel. The U.S. Navy, the Starship, getting their ass kicked by the Japanese. They come back, they regroup, and then later they're fighting the fall of Berlin. They're fighting, the Leyte Gulf. one scene that I really liked that I never noticed it until last night was the scene when almost everybody in the original team gets wiped out. And then Jake Busey and Casper Van Dien are the ones in charge of the unit, and everyone else are new recruits that looked and acted just as dumb as they did in the first half of the movie. That impressed me. It was like, okay, I can see this as like a Vietnam or World War II movie. Yes, it's not going to win on the count. The special effects are phenomenal, especially the scenes when they hit the starships. I mean, you could just see people and bits of debris falling out of it. I only have one flaw with this movie, and Tony hit on it. Doogie Howser as an SS intelligence officer at the end could never grasp that one. But other than that, great movie.
So sorry. Scott and I just don't get along with this. We don't have the same visuals. First off, this movie, I did see it in the late 80s, early 90s. I didn't like it as much then as I did this time, but this movie had so much. I was listening to, trying to get some trivia for us, and I was listening to like some of the people involved in the making of the film talk about it, and they were talking about the big fascist overtones, and that like when you watch the movie that you see it this way, and by the end you see it this way. And I was like, I don't know if it's too smart for me or too dumb, but it did not hit me either way. When I saw it the first time, it was just a movie. It was just a bad movie with bugs. And this time I was looking at it, 20, 30 years later, and a lot of the advanced tech that they have is tech that we had 20 years ago. So I thought that was funny. The bugs they still look like bugs. They were just giant. The big head brain bug, that was so silly. Anyway, I thought Doogie Howser was great. I love Neil Patrick Harris, and shame on you, Scott, for not loving him as much.
I love him, but I just couldn't picture him in this role.
Oh, I think so. I think I could see him as someone who could be that mental in more ways than one. Kind of like my friend Scott Baker. But anyway, where did Big Mike go?
Did we lose him?
Yeah, he had to call. I think he was. I think his system was because he was like freezing there. So I think he's like went off and is trying to get back.
We need to figure out how he can call in.
Now, very quickly, Rich. I know they did this in the sequels, which sucked. Wasn't the book by Heinlein much more dystopian?
Yeah. So it was a completely different story.
Okay.
The book is completely different, and the the warrior bugs where there's millions and millions of them. There weren't that many of them. It wasn't like that. Same general plot, really, but of course it got more in depth to it. But it was just, it's not. The book is actually fantastic.
Well, they were saying in these shows I was watching that the bugs were really the victims.
Yeah.
In the book, yes, they were not the aggressors. The humans were the dicks.
And that they made it all up. I mean, they were talking about like comparing this to Pearl Harbor. It was crazy, and I'm sure everyone picked up on the fact that the certain people influenced the clothes.
Yeah.
But the director was also the director of two really good movies that came out right before this, and I cannot think of them right now. But no. But he grew up in, I think, the Netherlands under Nazi occupation. So he had a definite view that he was getting across in the making of this film. Like I said, it just went right over my little, 18-year-old head. I just didn't catch it at all. So, like I think Landa said, I was looking at Casper. He's just fucking perfect.
He is pretty.
And did y'all notice that was their core group was all white?
The core group, yeah.
Yeah. And
But
they did that intentionally
Yeah.
because they wanted it to look like some of the Nazi propaganda films. They were calling them by name. I don't know that.
Okay,
but,
that makes a little bit of sense considering how Neil Patrick Harris was dressed. I mean, that outfit he wore at the end when they were talking to the bug screamed SS officer.
Well, everything did was heavily influenced. And they,
Yeah.
I want to say like the girls that did the research and all that they very intentionally looked at those uniforms to get it just right. They said that the Germans did have a flair for fashion. So that's all I have to say. I'd love to hear Alan talk about it.
He'll be back. Hey, Greg.
Oh, I don't know if any of y'all have seen Lee Edwards, but on our Patreon, he got a big birthday shout out.
Hey, happy birthday, Lee. Don't light all the candles in your cake at once unless you call the fire department.
There's Craig Bowen in the house. I don't think he saw my birthday shout out either because he would have mentioned the dog.
Yeah, Tony, that is a good idea. The propaganda commercials, yeah.
Yeah, it did. Like I said, Tony, all that just it went right over my head. I did not catch any of that.
Well, the other scene. I'm sorry. No, finish.
No, I was going to say it was very interesting to listen to the background on it, but.
Well, the other scene, when Tony said it brought to mind, remember the scene when they're fighting back and the teacher's dancing and clapping and the kids are just stamping on the bugs that were no danger to anyone?
The only good bug
is a dead bug.
Yeah.
Okay.
So want to go ahead and rate this?
Oh.
Or wait for Alan to do it all at the end?
Yeah.
We can do that.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay. So what movie's next?
You want me to do Serenity?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Despite everything about him as a person, I think Joss Whedon is one of the greatest writers of the past 30 years. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, first 2 seasons were brilliant. He did, I think, a fantastic job on this. Now, I will be honest, I watched Firefly when it was a TV series and stopped watching it. It was boring. It was too drawn out. And I think Joss Whedon had taken like the script and tried to make it long. I watched Serenity when it came out reluctantly. I'm so glad I did. This movie, I loved it when it first came out, especially since, back then, none of these people were big names. Tudyk wasn't a big name. Summer Glau, Monica Baccarin. But I've watched it every once in a while. But watching it this weekend, now granted, it was written in 2005, but it just, to me, it resonates to today. Like the last 20 years. You have a government that's slowly taking over. You have to do the government. If you're not doing the government's bidding, the government goes after you. Nathan Fillion was in the war. He hated it. He doesn't like what it's become. He's become he rents his own crappy Millennium Falcon style spaceship. And hey, Alan.
Hey, sorry. My internet has just been wonky. So
well, I bet the fires are making issues with the whatever.
Yeah.
Link.
Yeah. I don't know.
But in this one, he's
Are you okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Keep us posted.
He's running around the universe. Several things I liked. the crew on the Serenity, they weren't Star Trek. They weren't all buddies and happy. They were fighting each other. They disagreed with each other. You know, I liked the scene when they were on the planet at the first opening, when they could have saved the guy. And he goes, that would have weighed us down. And she goes, well, you could have got rid of the cargo. And he was like, why do that? We're in this mission because of the cargo. And you're thinking to yourself, this guy is cold. This guy is heartless. And yet, once he realizes who Summer is, once he realizes there's a story behind her, and just for those of you that have not seen, I'm not going to give away a lot. It starts with Summer Glau on a planet. Some trauma happens to her. She is sent to a institution, and God, what was her name in that?
River.
What was it?
River. Her name is River in the show.
River. That's right. So her brother breaks her out. They rent Serenity to get her out of the galley, to get her away from everything. And, you know, Nathan Fillion takes her on the ship. But what he doesn't know is the government is after her. And one of the best villains ever, he's in my top 3 with Hannibal Lecter and Hans Gruber, is, and I'm going to butcher the name, Chiwetel Ejiofor.
That wasn't bad, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's the operative. He is the government agent that goes after her. Heartless son of a bitch. He doesn't care. The only thing he cares about is the job he's given and the cruel, the heartless things he does to track her down. Nathan, meanwhile, is like, the more he learns about her, the more feeling, the more sympathetic he gets. He's willing to put himself in danger to find out the truth. If you've not seen it, I'm not going to tell you. Blockbuster. I mean, it's like really great ending. But I liked it because I can almost see it today. The government has got too much control. People who work for the government, people that fought in the military, don't like it anymore. They're trying to go on their own. And the government's hiding dark secrets and is willing to do anything to keep them dark. Great cast. Alan Tudyk, one of my favorite actors. I loved him in Resident Alien. Nathan Fillion, Monica Baccarin. Jules State, she's not a great actress, but she's beautiful. And I was impressed with Summer Glau because she must have done a shitload of practicing because those fight scenes were real and were her. Wasn't a stunt double, wasn't AI.
She was a ballet dancer before.
Oh, I did not know that. But still, those fight scenes were just so well choreographed. I mean, it's Josh Whedon. I like this. And every time I watch it, I like it more. I recommend this. Highly recommend this.
Anyone?
I'm gonna. I think everybody out here has seen this movie by now, so I'm gonna run it. Alan Tudyk's death in this was is problematic because he's one of the favorite characters. So anything, if they're gonna make a sequel, it's got to be a prequel. Because he was well.
It doesn't.
I thought when they killed off Alan Tudyk, that was too bad.
Yeah.
You know, because he's this character is the dynamic in there with him and character plays his wife. I thought were great, but this thing tanked at the movie theater, so it effectively killed a lot of chances of it having a sequel to, even though they keep trying to bring it back. You know, they brought it back in other forms, but I don't know if they'll ever have another movie or a series. I know they're trying, but I think they got burnt by how bad this movie tanked. They were expecting it to be a blockbuster, and it wasn't. And I don't know why it wasn't. The thing is, it felt like an episode. I love Serenity. But I and I don't know why it wasn't a blockbuster. I just can't. I don't know why. And I wish it was, so we would have had another movie. But
you got to be careful. We all love The Thing. It sucked at the box office.
Well,
They
now
gave it to people.
you've just answered this huge question I have, Alan, which is why are all the nerds breeding so hard? You know, you see all these brilliant men with like 15 babies. Well, now I know is they're trying to bring Serenity back. Because obviously, if it was the nerds that were out there, you know, going to the movies, it would have been millions of dollars of revenue. Hundreds of millions.
And I think they had an issue with they have a lot of free showings before they released this. You know, cinema wide, they had a lot of free showings of this at different theaters. So I don't know why it wasn't a hit. Should have been. I love Serenity. I love the series. Anything connected to it. Nathan Fillion, you know, he's awesome. I just don't know why it wasn't a hit. It should have been. But we are where we're at, and you know, The Thing. How many years has it taken for it to have maybe a sequel, a direct sequel to it? You know, if we go by those rules, we'll probably all be gone except for Heather by the time they release the next one.
I'm not Walt Disney. Don't do that to me.
Hey, I'll still be around. Only the good die young.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, around the time before this, like my group of friends those were my nerds. Those were my people who were doing the Ren Fair and getting dressed up, and so I got immersed very quickly into this subculture of Firefly, and fell in love. It has got the perfect cast. It has got the perfect dynamic. It was like nothing any of us had ever seen before. Not just because it was like a Western in outer space, but because it was just completely magical. I mean, it really was. And around the same time as when Nathan Fillion was doing The Doctor. Do you remember those little videos they were doing?
Yeah.
I can't think of the name. It was Dr. something or other. It was him and Doogie Howser.
Yeah, it was a musical. It was a musical, wasn't it? Too.
Well, no, it was like it started off as like little YouTube clips,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like a series, and like Seth Green was involved. I mean, it was a lot of the people from Buffy, I think, that had connected through Buffy, but it was Dr. something Scare for All, or
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I think it was a musical though. I mean, they had musical parts in it.
Well, they did. Later they made a musical, but it was because of these little clips. Again, Alan, I was immersed, man. Immersed. Everybody I knew was in computers. And they were, I mean, these were the people who go to the cons. They will save their money all year to go to San Diego Comic Con. I mean, this is that group. We went to midnight showing of Spider-Man, by God. You know, we did it all. We might have got dressed up and gone to see Lord of the Rings. I'm not going to say if that was a did or a don't. But I just think Serenity's it was not the same magic of the first season of Firefly. But it was close because I mean we had all missed our friends. We wanted to see them again.
Yeah.
But it just it was a little shade darker. And then by the end of the movie, when they get to that planet, I could care less. I mean, I'll be honest. So.
Well, it looked cheap. You know, it looked like an episode.
Well, they had to rebuild the spaceship. Did you know that?
No.
And they had dismantled it, and pieces, you know, it had to be remade from scratch, and it was only able to be remade because Captain Mal had taken photos on his cell phone, and so they blew them up, and that was how they remade the Serenity spaceship or the spaceship.
Oh wow.
But I do agree about Alan getting killed.
Yeah.
But no, I'm a brown coat all the way through. What can I say?
Okay, that explains a lot. There we go. There we go. Hey,
So I gotta ask before we go any further, because I know Rich has got a lot to say, but I want to know who's everyone's favorite character of the show is.
Jane. Mine's Jane.
Impossible to narrow it down. Every one of them has their own specialty. Hard not to love Jane, though. I do love Jane.
I agree with Rich. I love them all in their own way. You know, it's hard. Nathan Fillion, of course, stands out. But the character, the actor who impressed me most was the guy who played the operative. Not an emotion throughout the whole movie. And yet he was so powerful a figure. He probably impresses me a little more than the others.
What about you, Hadley?
Zoe.
Tough.
Gina
tough
Torres.
Zoe.
She's my favorite. She's my favorite character.
Torres,
She's just loyal, hardcore, but she's still gentle in a way. Just love her.
Who
So
played
Rich-
Zoe?
Gina Torres.
Oh, okay, yes, her. Yeah, she was great, man.
All right, Rich. Let's go.
This is Firefly, which is it's a 9-episode series. It only made 9 episodes, and they didn't air the last 2, so it got canceled after 7 episodes. Which means there's definitely something wrong in the universe, because this is my all-time favorite show. There's nothing that comes close to this, to me, for a space western with comedy and action and terror and cool critters sometimes, and multiple planets. You see things broken down, definitely dystopian, post-apocalyptic in some areas. It's hard not to love. Then you throw in, on top of that, the cast for the show, and it is absolutely unbeatable. Every one of those people, from the Doctor to Gina Torres playing Zoe, to Malcolm Reynolds to Jane, it's just perfect. The casting was perfect. And Joss Whedon is a goddamn genius. I understand he's not a very nice human being, but insofar as direction, it was literally perfect. There was nothing I would have changed in the TV show. It was fantastic. Western in space didn't do well. That's because humanity is stupid. Because this is one of the best shows ever. They throw this movie at us. I went to see the movie, and I thought it was excellent. I thought it was really good because it was the characters that I had seen and fallen in love with before. It was great. One of the scarier aspects of this is something called the Reavers, and you don't really know in the show or at the beginning of the movie what the Reavers are. They're just these bad guys.
Don't tell them. Several people haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, right. They're just these bad guys that come out of nowhere and just kill and torture everyone they find, and they cut on themselves, and they're all like pieces of them hanging off. They got stuff sticking out of them like piercings that you wouldn't want. It's all about pain and agony. And the TV show didn't really delve into what they were. I didn't have the time, but the movie does. So, and it clears a few hurdles that you need to get over in order to understand what's going on. Sean Mayer, who plays the Doctor on this, he's an excellent actor. I've actually seen him play a bad guy in a few things. Oh my God, he was fantastic. He's probably the least famous of anybody in the show. Everyone else has been in some kind of, outstanding television show. You've got Adam Baldwin, who plays Jane. He was in Chuck. He was in The Last Ship. He's in.
Oh, that's right.
He played in that cop show with whoever Malcolm Reynolds.
The Rookie.
The Rookie. Thank you. He played in that. He's been in everything. He was in Stargate. Well, so was Jewel State. But I mean, there's just so much Adam Baldwin running around, and then you've got Nathan Fillion, who's just another phenomenal actor, and his comedic cues are just they're unbeatable. Gina Torres, Jewel State, Summer Glau, like you said, Scott, she did a great job, fantastic in both the TV series and the movie, and she's this kid who the government called the Alliance has experimented on and turned her into this weapon. She was already a genius, and what they did was they stripped her amygdala. That's in one of the TV shows. That's in the TV show. They tell you what happened. And she's just this living weapon. She's phenomenal. And Jane's got his own. He's got his own town on a border planet someplace called Janestown. One of the best episodes. Absolutely fantastic. All the acting's great. The special effects are not dime store special effects either. They're not bad. What they did with the ships and when you look at the dystopian settings of some of the outer planets, the inner planets, they're called the Alliance, and it's all super techy and what you would think of as like this utopian society. But the border planets, one of the things that Malcolm Reynolds says is, they throw you on a moon with a hatchet and a herd, and you've got to live it out. And it's just the way those people lived. It just reminds you of the Wild West, and that's exactly what they were going for, because this is a Western in space. But there's so much more to this series that people don't generally see. Do you guys know what Blue Sun is? It's everywhere in the show. They never talk about it, but it's everywhere. And it's a conglomerate. It's an Alliance conglomerate. A lot of the food they eat has Blue Sun. Jane has a T-shirt that says Blue Sun, and they're the bad guys. If it kept going, they were going to be the bad guys. And another thing, little tidbit, was that Marina Baccarin's character, she was actually dying. She was sick and dying, and they were going to play that through in the next season, but they never got around to it because you all suck and didn't watch this show. I blame all of you, because this show should have stayed on. It was just fantastic.
Well, I disagree with you on that.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. It's the Fox curse. Fox is the biggest,
right. That's part of it.
biggest purveyor of sci-fi TV shows. But what they do is they give them one season or two or three. Maybe if you're lucky, you get 3 at Fox. They love to put out.
I'm sorry. Wasn't Supernatural on?
No. No.
It wasn't on Fox.
No,
it was on Fox, but it was on CW, I think.
Yeah.
But they've given all these. Remember that Tom Cruise movie where they had pre-Cogs, pre-crime? They ran a series on that. It wasn't half bad. Carl Urban had a series where he was teamed with like an android type of character that had a big old penis. And there was another one where a guy was brought back from the dead, and there was, of course, the lovely Space Above and Beyond.
Yeah.
They put all these shows out there, but they don't give them a chance. This is what they did. I think this is what they did with Serenity or Firefly. They showed them out of order, the episodes out of order. They really didn't care about it. But they put out all these series. I mean, if you look up all the sci-fi series that Fox has put out, they put out a lot. I think the longest running one was X-Files. They didn't even give Millennium a try. Millennium ran 2 seasons or something like that with the guy from Aliens. It was a spin-off of X-Files. Yeah. And that was a good show. Actually, that was a good show. I think that was a real problem with this one, Rich. I think it had a little fan base, but it's the curse of Fox. They do this with all their sci-fi shows, and and it sucks because if you follow it, you know that this sci-fi show is not going to make it because it's on Fox. They hate it. They hate their sci-fi shows.
I remember that Family Guy episode after they canceled Family Guy and then brought it back. And, she's like, do you think we'll ever make it back? And he goes, well, Fox has other programs and, they'd have to cancel. And he goes through like 40 to 50 TV shows that Fox canceled. He says, maybe if they cancel those, they'll bring us back.
Yeah, they put out these sci-fi shows and they kill them. You're like, okay, cool. I know I'm going to get 5 episodes out of it maybe, or 2 or 3, but don't put that seatbelt on because you're not going to need it because the ride's not going to finish.
There he is.
Yeah.
There's the birthday
Lee.
boy. Happy birthday, Lee. I posted a special birthday on our Patreon. Go check it out.
Well,
I think, Alan, in addition to the Fox curse, had people watched the show and said, this is great, they would have kept it on.
I don't know because I feel like they hated it, Rich. I feel like Fox hated this show.
Yeah, maybe they did, but you can hate a show even if it makes, $1 billion. Who gives a shit? If 4 of us love it, and then, multiply that times, 10 million, and you get 40 million people watching this TV show, but your producer hates it, who gives a shit? Fire the producer.
Yeah.
Take the money.
I feel like they didn't give it a chance.
No,
they didn't give it a chance,
The sad thing is now, these days, back in the old days, it sucked. But these days, it would have gone on stream. Someone would have picked it up and it would be streaming.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I've gotta
sorry, it took me a
rewatch
long time to make that point. But
I watched it. I didn't like it. After like the 3rd episode, I said, the hell with it. I got to go back and watch it again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
oh, it's so good.
Mm-hmm. Like Richard said, you love all the characters. Too
I'm
bad
surprised
Ron's
none of y'all picked Kaylee. I
love
figured
Kaylee.
someone was going to say she was their favorite.
I do. I love Kaylee. She's great.
Yeah, Kaylee's an underrated character.
Yeah.
But I like Jane because he's like a character I would write.
Yeah,
So I
Jane.
always like Jane.
Well, Captain Miles, and it was just such a perfect marriage between Nathan Fillion and that character. It's kind of hard to tell where the line is,
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at him in Saving Private Ryan. His little bit part in Saving Private Ryan. I mean,
God, yes.
you remember that part,
Yes.
My brothers, I just took a fish.
He's only in 6th grade.
and you remember him, you're like,
And
So-
do you remember him as the bad guy in one of the seasons of Buffy?
Yeah. His
Yeah.
name was Caleb.
Yeah, he was like the preacher. I mean, he is just phenomenal in anything he does. And if you're an Alan Tudyk fan and you have not watched it, Resident Alien.
Well,
Very
what
good.
about the Santa Clarita Diet?
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
yeah.
Robert Turley gets
Nathan
canceled.
Fillion was in season 1.
And another thing Nathan Fillion wrought was The Rookie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Didn't Alan Tudyk...
Castle? Castle was another good one.
Castle,
Yeah.
Castle was great. Castle was great. And he had everybody on there, just about co-star on an episode or whatever, What didn't he...
The Rookie, too.
Didn't he replace Alan Tudyk? Replace Nathan Fillion on the Santa Clarita Diet as the head?
Probably. I
I
could
think
see
he
them
did.
doing that. Going back to our conversation earlier, it was Dr. Horrible and his sing-along blog. And I looked it up, and it's not streaming right now, but you can probably watch it on YouTube and watch it on Amazon. You can buy the episodes there.
Cool. And it's too bad Ron Glass isn't with us anymore
Yeah.
because he was great.
Yeah, he was. He was good in that, too.
Hmm.
Mhm.
The
Remember him
special.
from
Barney
Remember him
Miller.
from Barney Miller's. He was on Barney Miller, that old cop show.
Yeah.
Which one was he?
How old are
He was
you?
the black one.
Oh,
The one
are
always
you?
dressed really
Oh, he
nice.
was.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
He played he was Jack Sue. He played Yamana. That's who he played. He played Yamana, Ron Glass did. I'm being a dick.
I feel so young right now.
Oh, oh yeah.
That was an old people show when I was little.
It's still a funny show. It was really good. If you get a chance to watch an old episode, they're actually pretty funny.
Bonnie Miller, welcome back, Carter. I mean, it was a great. I think it was Thursday night. It was like
Alan's taking us back to TG and Y over here.
I had an uncle that managed one in the Bay Area. But no, Rich, I love this show too. You know, and I think you're right. I think you're right. I just think Fox hated it for whatever reason. You know,
He has strong feelings on this, guys. Alan will die on this hill.
they kill all their sci-fi shows.
yeah.
I don't forgive them for this or Space Above and Beyond. You know,
Another great show.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one. I'll have to look that one.
We need to make a list of like good stuff, and we need to get that published somewhere.
Yeah. But this is a classic, definitely a classic.
Mhm.
You know, the movie was a little disappointing.
So I'm guessing you would recommend this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. I'd give it a 5 with an exclamation mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, this is my all-time favorite TV show.
While we're doing this one, do we want to go back in Starship Troopers, grade that one?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay.
Well, Serenity gets a 5 for me. Starship Troopers will get, I'll give it a 3.5 because I enjoyed that one too.
Yeah, I agree. 3.5. The bugs are great.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of good sayings. Got a lot of good movie quotes from that movie.
I'm going to give it a 4 because I thought it was a great war movie. So I'll go with a 4.
I'm gonna take that half that he just put on y'all's 3.5, and I'm gonna give it a 3, so it all evens out.
That's why.
Serenity is definitely a 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy the movie as much, like I said, when it got to that spot, because it was just like the daylight and
Oh, I
real
love
life
that.
is terrible. But I still enjoyed it. Like I said, it's like seeing old friends.
Mm.
I really like all the characters in it, and you can't say that about a lot of the movies today, or TV shows.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many characters you just don't like at all.
Did you, when you're talking about Starship Troopers, did you talk about their weapons where they took 1 million rounds to kill a bug?
No.
That's always frustrating. But it's a fun movie. I actually think the movie trailer when they first came out was actually better than a lot of the movie. You know, because they used that, what was it, that Bush song on the trailer, you know, it goes, woo! You know, and it would have the spaceships flying, you know, the ships flying and stuff in it. It looked like a different movie than it was going to be, but it's still a fun movie to watch.
Yes.
If you want to see fascism in a fun light, there you go.
Fascism in a fun light. Never really heard that phrase before.
Of course, they don't really go into the book
No.
like that. You know, that the Dutch, who directed that is a Dutch director, right? Can't forget his name. Was it the guy that did the boat?
Van Camp, Blomkamp?
No, I don't think it was the guy that did. Are you talking about Das Boot?
Yeah.
No, he was German.
Oh, he was German. That's right. What did he do? I don't have it in front of me.
I couldn't remember earlier because he did 2 that I was like, I can't believe he did.
Verhoeven. Paul Verhoeven.
Paul Verhoeven. Thank you. Thank you. He did something for that.
Yeah, I'm
But
up on Wikipedia now. RoboCop.
RoboCop. You
Yeah.
can see
That
that.
wasn't it. It's like two other ones because I found out about RoboCop somewhere else.
Hollow Man. Showgirls. Holy crap.
That was it. It was Showgirls and something
Basic
else.
Instinct, Total Recall, RoboCop, The Hitchhiker, Flesh and Blood, which I absolutely loved. Damn.
Oh, Flesh and Blood was good.
Yeah.
With
And
Rutger Hauer.
He did
Rutger Hauer.
Showgirls and something else. Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
But he did
Oh,
The Hitchhiker,
really?
too, which was also Rutger Hauer.
I love
I
that
think
one.
so. It was something that had to do with a part of the anatomy because the whole point of the scene I was watching them talk about was the shower scene.
Ooh.
And they were saying that he wasn't trying to make a point about that because he had just made this movie here and Showgirls. So.
He's definitely a fan of showers.
All right, Chronicles of Riddick. Do we
Oh my
have time
gosh.
to do it, or do we want to do it next time?
No, we have 4 minutes, 1 minute each. Go ahead.
Okay.
I love this movie. I love all things about it. In fact, one of the quotes in this movie inspired one of the characters in my book. The quote is, "Sometimes you have to fight evil with evil," or something. I'm paraphrasing, but you know what I mean. And that's one of the inspirations for one of my characters. Because I love it. I love Riddick. I love this. This is one of my favorite movies. I'm done. That was my minute.
Okay. Me, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I don't like these type of space fantasy movies. Fantasy movies never appeal to me. I watched this the second time. This is the second time, and I wanted to shut it off like every 10 minutes. So, but that's not saying it isn't a good movie that you guys will like.
Rich?
Pitch Black is great. Absolutely fantastic movie. It's just,
That was good.
it's its own thing. Riddick is not a horror movie like Pitch Black was.
Mhm.
It's more of an action space fantasy, like Scott said. First time I saw it, I didn't care for it too much. And then again, just like Starship Troopers, I saw it again. I started to like it more, and I watched it again night before last, maybe. I thought it was all right. It was really cool. Some of the characters were great. I liked Carl Urban. I love
Yeah.
Sandy Newton in anything she is in, and she was just like this evil bitch in this one, and she was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was okay. I'll give it a
We're
minute.
leaving out Keith David. Keith David is great in this too.
Yeah.
Yes.
They brought him back. I love this movie. It's a world builder for Riddick. I think though when they went back to Riddick, the third movie, I think that was a good thing because it brought you back to Pitch Black, the Pitch Black world itself. So I think this is the third best movie in the 3-movie series so far, because I think Pitch Black and Riddick are better movies. But I loved world building in this one, and some of the stuff, the mercenaries, and Nick Chinlund. Nick Chinlund always plays a good bad guy. Remember him from Con Air? Billy Bedlam. I like this one. I watched it a few times, and I think the world building on it's great. But I think people were expecting the first movie, so I think that's why it was kind of threw a lot of people, because it was definitely a different way to go, definitely, But it introduces you to the Necromongers, which is kind of a cool thing, and Carl Urban, Sandy Newton, great cast, Dame Judi Dench, good cast. Keith David, of course, he's always great. I like this one. Probably better than you two, but I like this one.
I don't count.
No, you like this one, right?
I love it.
Yeah. So no, I bet I was talking about those two don't like it as much as you and I. See, so it's you and I against them. So we got a team now. Team Chronicles of Riddick.
I'll take it. It's a hill I'll fight on. I love this movie. I'm not a big fan of Vin Diesel, but I really liked him in this role. It was just something smooth about it that suits his character, I think, and sometimes I think he plays kind of gritty characters.
You obviously haven't seen Vin Diesel's best movie then, which would be The Iron Giant. Vin Diesel plays the Iron Giant.
Yeah.
No, I have not seen the Iron Giant.
Shame on you. You need to go and watch
kinda
that.
Is
I got
that
Past
the
him.
anime one?
Yes,
Yes.
it's an
It's a
animated
classic.
cartoon. Not anime though, but it's a cartoon.
Okay.
It's a classic. It's a classic in itself.
I know. I want to watch it. I just never. I'm going to put it
Oh,
on my
great.
watch list.
It's fantastic.
Mhm.
And the kid's name is Hogarth. How many kids named Hogarth do you know? Right? Come on.
And they made it through high school.
Another stacked cast.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it.
okay.
You'll-
So
You'll cry. Hadley, you'll cry.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you. Liz.
okay. So Scott, what did you give this movie?
I'm not going to rate it. No, I'm not going to rate it only because if I rate it for what I like, it's going to get a crappy rating. But
That's
it
fine.
was. Huh?
That's fine. Do it. Do it.
All right.
Rate it.
I'm going to
Alright.
give this one a 0.5.
Okay. Okay. Rich?
I'll give it a 3.5, just like Starship Troopers.
It's
Hallie?
a 4 for me. I really like it.
I'll give it a 4 too. I really like this one too. I love the
They don't
world
ever go as
building.
low as I think they're going to go, Alan.
I love the world building in this. You know, I really do.
Me too. I like that it showed it. I like the crematorium. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that
There's
was
just
cool.
so many spaces, but it's a very good quotable movie too.
Yeah. I just can't
Mona's
remember.
giving it a 4 too. Hey Mona, good to see you.
Hey, Mona.
Right.
I'm going to pitch our Patreon before we get out of here. And I'm going to tell everybody we've got newsletter over there. We've got a free tier. So if you join, you get the newsletter, you get just about everything.
Go to Patreon.
Fingers.
Our Patreon tiers are low. We do not care if you make a donation to us or not. It does help us continue to do all the stuff that we do. But seriously, newsletters, updates, stuff we'll be doing there. Just go subscribe. It's free. And on that note, guys, it's always good to see your faces.
Thanks. Thanks for
Even
showing
mine?
up.
Whenever.
Yes. Yours especially, Scott. Yours
And if you
especially.
like what we do, please, please, please hit that like button and subscribe to us and go check out that thing called Patreon because I am putting the newsletter there. So you'll get a copy sent right to your email if you do. Anyway, we love you guys.
We do.
See you
Give
guys.
them the finger.
Stay
Thanks for coming.
here.
Oh, look, you got fingered twice.